Near AI. What did you ship this week?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 23 of What Did You Ship This Week? My name is Peter Humaydan, and I've taken over the hosting of the show from Cameron Dennis. And I want to kick things off with a huge shout out to Cameron for kicking this concept off and running it for almost 6 months. As we know, you're an insanely busy man, and you made Near partly go viral at some point. I'm not sure if people remember what actually happened, but let's see if we cannot replicate that at some point. That would be awesome, right? So thanks, Cameron. We got you from here, and we will do our best to showcase all the good AI stuff being built on Near every week. If you haven't been here before, we do the stream every single week. Really, it's a sort of open product stand-up with people across the ecosystem to show up what they've been building within the AI space. We generally do it every week. There are some times that we do take a little bit of a break, kind of ad hoc, but that doesn't really matter, right? But this week we do have a stellar lineup. We got Arto from Asimov Protocol, who's going to be showing what they're up to lately. We got Archim from AI Nexa. We got Alex from Human Protocol. James Waugh, who'll be doing a bit of a showcase on this Shade agent he's been working for the House of Stake. We got Kuro from Bitter presenting a House of Stake Bitter agent demo. And lastly, we got Sasha from Learn Near Club to tell you more about what they've been up to. So just to kick things off, Arto, I see you're in the audience. Oh, sorry. Real quick, we know you've been on the show before, but for people who might not know what Asimov Protocol is or who you are, please give them a quick overview of who you are, what you're building, and then specifically unpack what you've been shipping lately. Super excited for you to show us what you got, Arto.
Thanks, Peter. And let me also reiterate the shout out to Cameron. Absolutely fantastic, the work he's been doing for the last half a year on this. So, hey, I'm Arto Bendiken. Let's see, I'm trying to share the screen here. I'm best known in this ecosystem as having led the EVM development at Near Protocol, which we then spun out as Aurora. And these days doing something called Asimov Protocol, which is our attempt to up the game in terms of the factual information that AI consumes, and also using the same technology basis, trying to give each one of us a little bit more of a less siloed personal life. So our first product that we will be launching soon is called, in fact, now Asimov. So this is, Peter note, a rename from the previous positron. Both names, of course, coming from the same lineage of Isaac Asimov's works. But we have in the end decided to just call the product Asimov for simplicity. And this is something like a Palantir for your personal life, which is how I described it during my trip to the Bay Area over the last few weeks. So this is at getasimov.ai for the waitlist access. I presented, of course, on the previous Near Town Hall a little bit at length about all of this, but I'll keep this update as a div to that. So indeed, just came back from a trip to the Bay Area where I saw Cameron and the other folks. Was up on stage at a few events, caught up with some colleagues that I had, in fact, never before met in person. So that was nice. So for those who don't know, depicted here, Vlad Grichina. And looks like this Bay Area trips are happening frequently now. So what are we building? As I mentioned, this is something like a Palantir for your personal life. That one-liner is, of course, what everybody in the Bay Area always wants to hear. So we developed that for that. Sometimes it plays well, sometimes badly, depending on the moral stance about Palantir that somebody might have who's listening. But the point is that just like Palantir unites all of the knowledge sources in an enterprise or related to agency as it may be, we are working on uniting all of the data sources, knowledge sources in your life, as in breaking open the data silos that currently characterize our digital lives. And to this end, we have an open source platform called the Asimov platform. This week, announcing several new modules. So here at Asimov.directory, we have a list of the modules. It's getting to be a long list. All of these data sources that we can break open for you, and using the power of knowledge graphs, we can unite the data between these different knowledge sources. In particular, powerful effects arise from combining personal confidential data, such as your Telegram messages, with public data sources, such as, for example, who follows you on Twitter, or who do you follow on Twitter, who are you connected to on LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. We have been, I want to mention, we have been on Race of Slots. We have been about 1/3 to or more of the leaderboard every month on end, and no different this month. Our contributor Samuel at the top spot this month, and we have several others in the top 10. And for those who don't know, Race of Slots is something you should be using on your project in order to gamify the process of contribution. So just like mechanism design applies everywhere else in blockchain, it's not a bad idea to apply it to pull requests too. So highly recommend that. And this is, of course, a shout out to Vlad Frolov and friends. So to mention the specific things we've shipped this week or this past weeks, as I've been traveling, we shipped a Telegram module. So the Telegram module gives access to your chats in Telegram. This was quite a pain in the ass to develop, but it is working now. We'll need to come up with some demos for that so people can understand how to use it. So more documentation to follow on that. But this is one of the most requested features for us. Everybody is being overwhelmed by Telegram messages and chats, and we want to help on that front. So in other words, AI gets access to your Telegram messages, and so long as you run that AI locally, that is all good. We also have a Luma module, which can access Luma modules. This was rather useful for me over in the Bay Area for figuring out which events to go to. We also have a Readwise module. This is a great service called Readwise Reader that I highly recommend for using for read it later functionality. And all of those bookmarks, all of those annotations are now accessible to your personal AI through Asimov. And also, finally, we have an X module specifically for managing lists of accounts, which, for example, our friend Robert Scoble needs for his use cases. So again, all of this is an open source platform, and then an application, desktop application built on top, which we will be launching soon. The platform is available. The desktop application will be available over the next month or two. So please join the waitlist over at getasimov.ai, and follow me on Bendiken on Twitter, and us as Asimov_protocol. Hope I fit into the slot, Peter.
That fits perfectly fine. Awesome to see, Arto. I hope you're not jet lagged still.
Definitely. I traveled 40,000 kilometers in the last 2 weeks. So that's actually one circumference of the Earth. I'm very jet lagged.
Okay, wow. So yeah, take care. Get well soon, and keep shipping. And as always, guys, follow Bendiken and follow Asimov for more of the Frontier AI stuff on here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Next up, we have got Artem from AI Nexa. Artem, same procedure as Arto. What are you building, and how long have you been doing it for, etc. Brief intro, and then we get into the update. The stage is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Artem from iNexa, co-founder of iNexa, and we building a new product called iNexa. Yeah, and I will share my screen to just show introduction of iNexa. Basically, we building same as ChatGPT, but for crypto, fully for crypto, with every crypto functionality, native functionality for most of interesting chains, such as Bitcoin, Solana, Sui, Aptos, Near, XRP, and the VM chains. Yeah, we can switch, we can see different assets. We can perform different operations on multiple areas of crypto, like such as staking, bridging, swapping, and everything what related to this field. And most of this bind by AI, mean we can chat, we can discuss what to do, we can perform some operation and understand what exactly we have here. And right now, I wanted to show most interesting feature at this moment on trade mode. Trade mode fully backed by Near Intents. For this reason, user always has this Near address where he can deposit tokens, but also all chains united into one. You can perform as well different operation on it. Swaps also sends to different users, also deposits and withdraw from this. Basically, unified platform for everyone without gas, without fees. Really tiny slippage on it, but no need to worry about nothing at all. And for this exactly mode, for trade mode, we built something called tasks, and we can run multiple tasks on this mode. And how it works, basically, you can set up unique task with different range and with description, basically your prompt. And task will be executed every day or every hour or every year, for example. And with this option, user has possibility not only like use it manually, but also create some kind of intervals and buy tokens or sell tokens when token up to something, or user can sell it, or you can create DCA list, for example, and every day buy some amount of tokens, or even buy it and send it on different wallet or withdraw it from trade mode. With this option, it's actually everything in our minds, because no matter what prompt you give iNexa, like check BTC price, and if price below 105K, buy for this 10 USDC. And iNexa will understand, okay, if price less than, I need to buy. But for now, at least, and this test, because we also have option to test it directly without need to wait for this amount of time. For example, at this point, every day at 4 p.m. my time, we can execute it. Also, we can give iNexa option to like run every day at my morning. It's actually directly time when I woke up. I wanted to receive in my notification list of prices for different tokens, and I want to just woke up and understand, okay, how much Bitcoin costs, Solana, Near protocol, or BNB token, and many more. At this point, I can pause it, I can edit it, or I can test it in real life. And most interesting, what we can do with this task feature, exactly, it's buy it automatically. Buy it every day, every hour, every year, or every month, no matter what price it is, no matter what assets you have in your holdings, because currently I have multiple holdings, but I can understand, okay, I want to buy every 10 days or every day for 10 USDC some Bitcoin, and simply as DCA. I don't need to worry about gas or about some kind of misunderstanding, because whatever I defined, whatever Inexa output give to user. For this reason, we can perform it. We can go to chat and also understand it. For this reason, I can even continue this dialogue with Inexa to simply like understand why a transaction now goes through. For example, if I have no money on my account, USDC, Inexa will pause this transaction. And for this reason, we can understand, okay, transaction was paused because why? Yeah, I don't have enough money. I need to fulfill my balance and simply enable task as simple as it is. And at this point, task will be executed at the same amount and the same amount of time, and that's it. For this reason, this really interesting in terms of conditions, because no matter what you define, you can perform it. In future, you can perform even huge kind of task as rebalance my portfolio, or understand like what I need to sell or buy, or define by Inexa. The Inexa can define what user can do. Yeah, and you can gain some kind of profitability from it, because it just based on user demand. And we see in this task really powerful future, but also we need some time to adopt it for users, because it's something really new, and especially with crypto, especially with money, because most of the users need to understand, and really important feature even to understand like when I wanted to do it. For example, every day at 1 a.m. and I can prettify it too to understand it better, for example, and see when exactly I want to do it. And Inexa can give you even clearer message, or clearer when I wanted to execute it. And that's how we see this vision of tasks with blockchain. And that's how we can be even more specific and understand blockchain even better, because it's not only about what you define, but also what output you have from it. Output on your email, or user can even manually go and see this, okay, this task was executed, what output, and what I should do next with this. Or you can forget about it, and then Inexa will buy you Bitcoin, because everyone knows that we need to hodl Bitcoin a lot. For this reason, you can just set up task, push some amount of tokens to Inexa, and see your stack grow. Yeah, thank you. That's basically what we shipped this week. And we're trying to update it and add more features to it, because we see some really demand and some power in this area too.
So super cool to see, Artem. Are we able to try this product now?
Yes, of course. It's
and
already
where can we try it out?
Inexa.ai. Really simple.
Inexa.ai, and all you need is you need a near wallet, or you can log in with any wallet.
You can log in with your email, and that's it, or Google, or email plus RTP, and that's it. You don't need anything at all. All wallets will be generated for user, and user can do whatever user want to do with them too. Deposit, stake, unstake, withdraw, or send. Everything just from user mind at this point.
Awesome. Okay, super cool product. Definitely one I gotta go try out. I hope this wasn't the last time we see you on the show, Artem. I think you're building something really cool. Abstracting all that complexity away from the users. Oh, and last question, by the way, what models does it run on?
Depends on task. Actually, under the hood, we just defining like how complex task it is, and how much tokens we need to run on it. For example, I showed you some small example with like generating just like right time for user. That's another model. But if you want to run something bigger, we need bigger context for Inexa to define like, okay, user has this balances, and Inexa need to query it. It's entirely different model. For this reason, we switching between all of them, most powerful models, and at this time, and just bringing like better experience for users depend on their needs.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming, Artem. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. All right. That was a cool demo. Okay. Next up, we got Alex from Human Protocol, who is here to talk about Ordino.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, maybe you can get a little closer to the mic.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, my baby got something on my camera lens as well. But I'm going to try to do a demo.
No worries. I know all about babies and computers. It's not a good make. It's not a good combination.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's see here. Let me just. Oh.
And maybe Alex, you can just give a quick intro of who you are, what you're building, and then we hit it.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, Alex Newman. So the Human Protocol is a protocol for all human work on top of the blockchain. So anything that can automatically evaluate and can work on Human Protocol. We started off with CAPTCHA. I co-founded the world's largest CAPTCHA, HCAPTCHA. We've added a bunch of. Oh, is my voice not clear at all? That's what people say.
No, it's kind of it's as if there's a filter.
Yeah, 1 sec. Sorry. I bet you if I plug in, I actually have Apple wired headphones. See if that sounds any better. Any better?
I guess you need to change the mic input in the settings.
Oh, you know what's going on? It's actually going through my iPhone, which I don't even.
Yeah, I could hear like there was like some scratching nearby. I was like, why is that so loud?
I'm so sorry about that.
No worries.
Give me the feedback. All right, yeah. So we have a protocol for human work. I was co-founder of HCAPTCHA, which is the first application on the Human Protocol. Ever since then, we've been adding all sorts of labeling tools. Recently, we had a company come to us, Ordino, to add audio labeling onto our platform. And what's cool about this is we basically didn't. This is the first example where people were really able to bring their own application, and we didn't have to help them that much at all. All of this human work in escrow is actually tracked on the blockchain going over the Aurora testnet. I think some stuff still flows over some legacy chains, but I'll just give you guys a little demo. I have a canned one just because I'm a little afraid to run this live, but I'm not going to. I'll talk to you guys as I'm doing it so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, new computers. Let's see. It wants me to give this security access. Hopefully I don't have to reset Chrome. Let's see. See if this works. Ooh, I'm going to have to rejoin this stream. 1 sec.
No worries.
Guys.
No worries. We're just gonna wait for Alex to come back. Tell us more about Ordino and how they're building on top of Human Protocol.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, is Harry there? I don't know if he already made it into the audience.
No, doesn't seem like it.
Great. All right. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, we see it.
I'm going to turn the audio off. There we go. So basically, this is a user logging into our system. In the past, they just had HCAPTCHA and CVAT, but now we have this new type of task called Ordino, which provides a new type of task on our system, which is audio transcription. Oh, there we go. I can move that out of the way. And so you can see here, people are launching a job, once again being paged for by HMT with our audio transcription task. Once that user claims that task, they're able to log into Ordino. And here they have like an audio form, a guide on how to actually provide labels to audio, like how to think about different contractions. Ordino really specializes in languages other than English, but it can also be used for English. It's pretty generic form. You can also get like the intonation and more complicated aspects of it. Under the hood, Audino, like CVAT, is using AI, which we're going to try to integrate into your intention system to label as much of it automatically as it can. And the worker is still kind of coming into the stuff that it's not exactly sure that it got right. So once the user has labeled the audio form, you can see that it goes into a validation step, and that's where that worker starts to get paid automatically by our smart contract system. I think the big thing that we're excited about now is moving more of that infrastructure over to Shade Agent. Now that we have kind of everything cleaned up over Aurora. Also, just by moving things over to Aurora Virtual Chain, it allows us to move a lot of the infrastructure to be more decentralized, just because of a gas point of view. It's a lot cheaper. And I am going to stop talking there and ask any questions. With that, I hope you guys could see it. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, we can see it.
Great.
It's super cool. And is this like one of the first? This is one of the first projects that have come to you, like say, hey, how can we build on top of Human Protocol?
Well, I would say it's the first one where we didn't have to provide a lot of help to get it done.
Yeah.
Usually, it's a bit more of a collaboration. And as you bring more projects online, you get it to be more standardized. So a bit more of just kind of setting up their labeling tools without talking to us. As a result of this interaction, we're going to be doing a bit more in regards to getting that discovery to work better, more on the AI side. One sec. Actually, I think one of the people who was representative of that group who helped us build it hopped on here. Is Harry? You see Harry there? I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I see HARJYOT.
IoT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk to him?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's
Harry,
on stage
putting you
now.
on your spot.
Hi
All
guys,
right.
how are you?
Cool. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about integrating. Just a intro and exit, Harry. So Harry actually worked with the Human Protocol a long time ago. He's had a couple other things that he's been doing since then in the AI space and the investment space. And he came back to me recently and basically took over this Audino project and was able to launch things on the Human Protocol with the new API. So maybe you could tell people a little bit about that experience and some of the issues that you had onboarding.
Yeah, definitely. Hi guys, thank you for having me. Can you guys hear me clear? I think my internet connection might be a little bit
Yeah,
dodgy.
you're really good. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, but you're really clear.
Okay, perfect. So, okay. So yeah, as Alex introduced, I used to be a part of Human Protocol, helped with the initial protocol versions and stuff. So I was familiar with the systems a lot. And back in my day, we were working with CVAT, which I think you've already seen a demo of in a couple of sessions ago. So now I've come here and I saw that Audino had almost integrated as well. And kudos to the human team in my absence and like how the team has been built. Has just become very seamless and the developer docs have been updated to a level where any other project that could leverage the rails that have been built for, especially for the decentralized workforces, verification and payouts, have become so easy to integrate. And the Audino team had pretty much gone 90-95% of the way themselves on this, where I came in to make sure that we were getting enough business development. Especially, as you know, audio has a big demand in the AI space. I mean, except the few languages that we see, which is English, Spanish, German, French, a lot of the niche dialects, a lot of the technical languages, for example, with legal work or science work or medicine work, those data sets are still missing. So that big space in the market, plus the human rail and Audino's annotation quality just seem to fit so well together. And yeah, we will soon be putting this on Aurora as well. So looking forward to using that. As Alex was saying, we are thinking of moving over our whole Oracle systems to the TSX stuff that you guys have put out, which will be excellent, in terms of the decentralization aspect of things that we want to pursue. And yeah, that's all from my side, Alex.
Cool. That's great. I love how we were talking about audio labeling, and you and I had so many problems with our audio on this chat. I think there's a lot of low-hanging fruit still left in computing. And with that, I think I'll hand it back over to the Near guys. So thanks so much for having us on and letting us show you what we built in the last couple weeks.
Thank you so much for coming on, guys. Always a pleasure. Keep shipping. All right. Next up, we got, I guess it's James Waugh. Hello, James. My fellow Nerian, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. But looking forward to your Shade Agent demo and what you've been building lately for House of Stake. So firstly, short introduction, who you are, and then what you're building, and let's get to the demoing. It's all yours.
Well, I'm embarrassed to admit I'm having trouble with my demo right now because of the Phala cloud. I don't have any credits, and so I just added them, but it's not working anymore. So I'm really sorry, but I can explain my demo or I can come back. I don't want to.
Live demos are hard. I'm also sorry to put you in this position, but please tell us more about your product and what it does and what role you're thinking it's going to play for the House of Stake. Maybe also you can briefly touch upon House of Stake and how we see AI and governance on Near Protocol, and then like what is the steps that you're working in, what kind of direction are we going?
Yeah, so the problem we're addressing right now is with our screening committee. For background, the House of Stake is a governance system that helps our community distribute funds, among other things, making decisions together. And it involves proposals, which are the fundamental building block. We have all these decisions to make, and we got to start by making some proposals. The challenge is those proposals can add up. There can be a lot of proposals at once, and it's too many to sift through, which is why there is a screening committee responsible for approving proposals to go live for voting. So they don't vote on whether to pass or reject a proposal. They just approve it for other people to vote. And it's just a way of making sure that nothing gets through that shouldn't. It's very minimal in terms of the criteria. So it is not without issues because it's a bottleneck requiring human involvement. So we have, 5 members of a screening committee who review the incoming proposals, and nobody can vote until one of them says go. That is great in some cases, but not all cases. And we're just presenting an alternative here, which is to use an AI agent as the reviewer rather than a human. So this would make it a little bit more consistent and streamlined. It's not without biases, of course. AI models are biased, but you can easily change the criteria. They're fully transparent in a prompt format. And it's just a way of screening proposals. So even if something gets through, it's not the end of the world. The community can reject a proposal if it's malicious or, if it's a bad proposal. So that's the gist of it. I'm hoping to get a demo together, but I'm really sorry this didn't work out. I've been sitting on it, and I think something changed in how my Phala cloud setup is configured, and I'm really sorry about the issue, but I will be back hopefully next week.
Exactly.
Another time. And yeah, I swear it worked before this. I can show you that. But right when I was paying my Phala bill on this call, it somehow messed up my worker registration.
No worries, James. I know for a fact that you have been building, so just a shame you couldn't showcase it today. But let's just bring you back next week. Hopefully, Phala will have sorted things out, and we can get to see some of the early stage AI stuff that's being built for the House of Stake.
Yeah, and thanks to the proximity team for helping out. I've been talking with Owen quite a bit. He's super helpful. And I want to say shout out to the in-tier events API, which I'm using in my project. It's been really nice developer experience. And yeah, I'm excited for what Kuro is demoing next. And I will say it's user error. It's not Fallow's fault. I just messed something up, and I should have been more prepared. But
No worries. But in general, James, one last question before you leave. What's your best advice for people to get started with building shade agents?
I think my advice is to not really think of them as agents. You can just think of it as like a backend for any project, and it's just, you know, where you deploy it that makes it special. But you don't need to do anything unique when you're kind of building out your code base. Like, it can just be a regular backend for the agent to use, and it can work like an API. At the end of the day, it's just calling endpoints. So just don't worry about it too much. Just get started. That's my advice. Don't try to, you know, deploy on the TEE, trusted execution environment platform until you're ready, and just, you know, build something cool, and then you'll be ready to try it on the actual like shade agent stack. It doesn't have to be designed for that specifically at first. So I would just start building and think outside the box too. That's my general advice.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming, James. Looking forward to see your live demo some other time. Have a great day.
Peace.
Bye. All right. Next up, we got Kuro from Bitay. And Kuro, you built a shade agent too for House of Steak. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So first, Kuro, please, of course, tell a little bit about yourself, what you're building, and then you can start showcasing the product. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Can you show my screen? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hi, I'm Kuro. I'm solo builder, focused on product good and research and development about AI product and further for now. Today I will be showing how the Tech Agent powered by BT AI platform can help down more faster. With it, you can summarize process, simulator, impact the revenue process, and even cut code on how team perform. Yeah. First step, connect your new wallet. It ensures the agent can link proposal and public update under the account. Yeah. And yeah, now you can show own proposal. This from BT Playground, and you see some information. Here, provide proposal pulling from smart contract. The agent integrate it automatically. Is yeah. Now you can see. You can see detailed proposal. Yeah. Then, so the next you can create a proposal. Input the text, the caption and link, and both options. Yeah. First, I will with best player in the world, Messi and Ronaldo. Focus. Then you can create proposal. proposal. Yeah, just create new proposal. It just created, so you have to be admin. You can approve it. It will generate transaction. Yeah. Now you can cardboard. Yeah. Yeah. I will submit voting. One the person open for voting member can cardboard directly from BT playground. Yeah, vote submit successfully. So I can have a lot of tool from it. We can see. Yeah, it did. Now we can see account state. Yeah. You have a car balloon, vanilla token balloon, and some information about local amount of house of stake. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining today. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Hi.
Awesome to see, Kuro. So if I want to try this agent, where can I try it?
Yeah, you can go to website BT.
Peter.ai?
Yeah, it again AI, but it developed from BT AI playground. Yeah, you can build on it.
And what's the name of the agent? Is it called HOS, or is it called House of Stake, or is it just like the general Bitter assistant that has this functionality?
Yeah. BTAI is like platform where you can build agent on it. Yeah, you can build MPC and connect MPC to reget MPC from BT playground. So you can use you can yeah, you don't have to give it a lot of time for developing. Yeah, just
Okay.
connect MPC. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming, Kuro. I can't wait to try the agent out, and yeah, keep shipping. Thank you so much for coming. Great presentation, Kuro.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day. So.
You too. Bye. Oh, and lastly, we have Sasha from Learn Near Club. Sasha, my friend, how are you doing?
Good. Hello.
Oh, I'm really excited to see your update AI-wise on Learn Near Club. But before we get to it, please tell us a little bit about yourself, what Learn Near Club is, and then we can go into what you've recently shipped within AI and Learn Near Club.
Yeah, my name is Sasha. I'm a founder of Learn Near Club, and my passion is learning. And what we do at Learn Near Club is actually the community learning platform for things near protocol and near ecosystem. And we help thousands and thousands of people learn about near protocol and near projects by doing, actually, not just to read and watch videos about fancy features and stuff, but actually try them to better understand how it works for real people. And today I'm excited to share with you one of the recent features that we added to our Learn AI agent, and that feature is actually fact check. As like nowadays, it's not a secret anymore, right? The more and more we enter in the AI era, the more and more we are getting information that actually does not represent the real state of the things on the earth, right? Like a lot of stuff is just invented by people, and a lot of stuff just like invented by AI, and even more stuff is created combined efforts of people and AI. Sometimes it's just for fun, sometimes it's not. So it makes sense, to verify it from time to time, the facts, what is stated on social media platform. And in our case, we decided to tackle a real issue. Sure. A real issue with content going on the X or Twitter, as some people know that platform. And what was actually the problem? A lot of people they were trying to create content using generic AI, like Open AI, ChatGPT, or other generic AI chats. And the issue there is like those folks, I mean, the AI bots, they read a lot of outdated materials, and they gave the content based on that outdated materials. And regardless how smart the model is, garbage in, garbage out, right? So like some people just posted outdated information without verifying it. So we decided to take a lead in that direction and we created Learn AI fact check tool, which is verifiable. The model is hosted by on Neural infrastructure, and this is an open source model by Facebook Llama, and the agent source is also open source, so you can actually understand what this agent does, and you even can verify that this agent uses a private knowledge base, which actually is the knowledge base maintained by Learn AI Club members, which actually serves as a source of truth for the Learn AI agent. How it actually works. Okay, so user just simply go to Learn AI Club website, find the tab at any page, click on it and click fact check, then just copy and paste the text itself from the X post into the proper field. And also it is required to put the URL source, so we can actually verify that this info was posted on Next. Then you just click verify, and AI agent looks into the Learn AI Club private knowledge base and analyzes the statement. The model thinks if the statement lines well with the finding from the knowledge base and from its own knowledge, and give the validation, like valid or not, right? And but this is not the end of the story. And this case is important too. Like, okay, we know that the fact is checked, it's valid, and we want to get a proof for ourselves, like that we actually did get that validation from a Learn AI agent, and we want to make that proof be unerasable. So we use Stamp to put it the hash validation check on the blockchain. So it's literally a transaction which puts the hash of the statement on a public blockchain. Everyone can see that, but only the fact-checking person can verify the hash at Learning Club verification thing. So and you can see that Learning Club does not change anything from it, right? So this is the stamp data, this is the hash, and this is the hash put on the near blockchain. One more important thing, that sometimes we are not perfect. Our models and agents are not perfect, and the power of community to help us to make it better, right? So if you can see that the validation is not actually valid itself, right? You can flag it and explain what went wrong there. And as the background, we look into our knowledge base, and we can verify it with some other folks, and add some information or adjust some information on Learning Club website, learning materials, to make it source better and to make it fit the reality better. Yeah, and the cool thing again about Learning Club and the features that we bring, they're not for us, they're not for Near Protocol itself. It's for everyone. It's for real people who want to understand how blockchain works, how AI works, how they can work better, how we can learn together with AI for better future, and for AI better future as well. So I hope our efforts can get people understand technology better and don't be afraid of that. But when you learn by doing, when you try stuff with your own hands, right? You become an empowered individual, not just with knowledge, but practice skills, right? And you can apply those skills in your real life. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any question, just follow us at Learning Club, or join follow us on Twitter on the handle is Learneer. Come to Learning Club website to play with Learn AI, to learn with AI, to check what projects are bringing on Near Protocol, and check how Near Protocol is evolving itself. That's it for me.
Thank you, Sasha. I have I think this is super cool. I was wondering what knowledge base is the validation based on?
Yeah, it's this is one of the interesting findings that we came while we've been working on connecting AI and blockchain, and we figured out that model itself does not much matter, right? Like models are beyond your control. You can use open source model, which is good enough. You don't have to use a smartest one. And the knowledge base itself this is where the value is being created. And for this, and probably we are not business, right? We are like public good on Near Protocol, community learning platform. But do you think that value can be by example, we are trying to show other educators, other communities, how the value can be created and how it can be monetized, right? So for now, we use Xtrace platform, which is private, right? It is encrypted, and we use our publicly published learning materials, which are available to any bot on the web to read. But partially, some part of them we send to our private knowledge base. Not all the data, because we want to we want to own it after all. Otherwise, everyone owns everything and nobody cares about nothing, right? So we want to demonstrate that example to other communities. Listen, this is your stuff, right? Take care of your knowledge base, which is not easier, right? Because the information becomes outdated very fast, especially in blockchain and the AI space. So we have a few people who are actually looking into new development and adjusting the information to maintain it up to date. And we also rely on our learners, thousands of them, who gives feedback, like, listen, guys, this is wrong, right? It's already outdated. And then we go and fix it. But again, like we want to demonstrate others, like people, like open source is cool, open knowledge is cool, but we continue doing this way, right? But we, at the same time, like, the contributions should be rewarded in way or another, and private knowledge bases, I believe, will become more and more important for small collectives, small communities, for educators, regardless of vertical.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think that something that we also been talking about in the Nearweek team is how cool it would be if we had a tool that would let users produce 100% fact-checked / validated Near content, right? So maybe we should talk about that on a separate call.
Absolutely. Again, like this is work in progress, right? So like, and again, our goal is, to demonstrate, like, listen, guys, this is what already can be done, and just let's try together, right? Or try it your way, but we have to take care of it before it's too late. We want people to be active in the economy, even in AI-driven economy, right? And the AI needs us to do the same, because like AI without humans is nothing, right? It needs humans to learn together with us. So yeah, I'm excited about that opportunity to learn together with AI. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, Sasha. And I encourage everyone, if you haven't already, to check out Learn Near Club. Yeah. All right. Have a great evening, Sasha.
Thank
you. Yeah. This was the last presenter of the day. As you all can see, a lot of stuff is being shipped AI-wise on Near Protocol. And if you're building something cool AI on Near, you should hit us up so we can get you on the show. We do it every week on Thursdays, 8 p.m. CET. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And thank you for all of the ones who tuned in. I hope to see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Nearweek.